my story into boxing is a lot different than a lot of fighters. I think it started when they're real young, or maybe they have the family background with boxing. A lot of people come from troubled homes, broken homes, things like that. To get into boxing, it generally kind of caters to the less privileged, really. My situation's a little bit different. I played football coming up and wanted to play football, played in college at the University of Missouri. Injured my shoulder playing because I was a little bit too small to play football at the next level. And I found boxing kind of as I don't know, just it kind of happened for me. It wasn't in the cards. So wandered into a boxing gym when I was 18, 19 years old, and just had a love for it. It was always had a disposition towards fighting, was good at it, and started fighting amateur, won a couple fights, won a few more. Before I know it, I racked up a lot of wins and had a couple Golden Gloves titles and made a run at fighting professionally, and that's kind of where I'm at today. You know, the Contender was a big opportunity for me to fight with, 16 of the best cruiserweights in the world in the division I was competing in at the time. So really, that's going into the meat grinder. You don't get to pick any easy fights. It's very tough. You're competing at a high level. You're really elevating your game. I fought on the Contender, did real well. Fought twice, won twice. Didn't get to win it. Had a nasty cut that kind of derailed me. But I showed a lot of good things there, and that was that springboarded me to bigger opportunities and more mess also. The hope was, when I really saw that I could take this to the next level, and really, I had the ability to win a world championship. I needed to find a viable promotional partner to make that happen. He's done it countless times over with other fighters. But there was no reason why I would be an exception, why I couldn't. I shouldn't be able to do that. That's what the objective was. That's what it's always been, to be world champion. That's why I signed with him. When I sat down, I was, all the minute details, which I guess aren't so minute now, but all those things, were cast aside for the ultimate goal that, if I take care of business in here and handle my business and continue to win, I'm going to get a chance to compete for and win a world title. And that was, promised to me. That's what I wanted. That's what I pursued and, chased after with all, relentlessly for these past years. And that was the goal. That was, and it's still the goal. It never changed. It's just become more difficult as of late. Last year, in the fall of 2012, was after fighting some big fights, winning some big fights, some ups and some downs. I finally reached the pinnacle to fight for a world title. I signed a contract to challenge Nathan Cleverly, the WBO light heavyweight champion of the world, to fight him on Showtime, nationally, worldwide televised TV, at the Staples Center in Los Angeles. Challenge for the light heavyweight championship of the world. That's it. I mean, I chased it so hard, so relentlessly. Put my heart, my soul into it, and we finally got that. Went away to training camp. Was in great shape. Mentally, physically 100% ready for it until Don King did everything in his power to destroy that dream before it could ever come to fruition. And that was more crushing than any punch I ever took. It was more crushing than any foe I've ever faced. It was, just the ups and downs, the highs and lows you go through, just the swings like that, to be so high, so at the top, and then to have it all taken away like that, not because of anything you did or didn't do or what you prepared or didn't prepare, something that you have no control over. I mean, that's just, I don't even know how to express how crushing it was. It just, it really sucked. And right now I'm kind of in the process of rebounding from it. It's not something that just wake up one day and say and just get better from it. It lingers with you. It makes you, you carry it with you. It makes you jaded in some regard. It makes you kind of bitter, and I try not to carry that on my sleeve, but some regret I will every day for the rest of my life. It's in here, and that's what, I'm undeterred, from achieving my goals. I know that's, sometimes things get worse before they get better, and I feel like it's, maybe I'm in the eye of the storm right now. The storm will end, and I can win this, by showing people what's going on.